Alrighty, guys, so it looks like Tesla's dumping right out of the gate today. It's about 10 a.m. on the East Coast on this wonderful Friday morning. I don't know where you guys are at, but here in New Jersey, it's beautiful. It's about 85 degrees. The humidity has finally died down a little bit. It was bad last week, but now it's starting to look pretty nice. And by the way, where are you guys watching this video from? Let me know in the comments what state you're watching if you're in the U.S., and if you're outside of the U.S., what country or what city are you watching from? I'd love to know as always. But right now, it's about 10 a.m., and Tesla is not looking good at all. It is down another, well, it's not that bad right now, but the way that it's dumping here, that's not the best sign. But in terms of it not being that bad, it's only down 1%. I mean, it's only down $3 compared to yesterday when it went down, what, 10%? So it's not that bad. But the fact that now we're actually taking the lows out from yesterday and we're dumping aggressively since the open today, which was at 9:30, 30 minutes prior to me making this video, that's not the best sign, right? So at this point, if we're looking at the 1 day, clearly the downtrend seems to be continuing as of right now, no doubt about it. And here on the 5-day, 5-minute, you guys can see the sell-off a little bit more. Boom, we hit 299. Now we're down to 259. So percentage-wise on Tesla, now we're down 13.5% from that high. So we're going to break down Tesla very quickly in this video. We'll talk about the markets. We'll break down some other stocks later on. So let's do it, guys. And by the way, if you find value, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 30,000 subs, guys. We're almost there, and we can do it very shortly here. I know we can do it, guys. So hit that subscribe button, and let's just dive right into the video. So Tesla right now is down again, now 1.5%. Now it's slipping even more. It's about to break under 259 into the 258 range. And this is, of course, after we got earnings on Wednesday. That's the reason why we've been selling off. And like I said, guys, I feel like a lot of these stocks have been looking for a reason to sell off. And now that we got earnings, the cat's kind of out of the bag. Let's sell off a little bit, right? That's kind of the way I'm thinking these stocks are moving, because look, Tesla was way overbought. It was at $300 heading into earnings. And now with the pullback, look, and today's pullback on top of yesterday's pullback, we're down to the 180 SMA like I talked about in yesterday's video. And as long as the bulls hold above the mid 250s, they're going to be in charge. Now, let's say we start falling and slipping under the 180 SMA here. Tesla starts going under, let's say, the lows from, when were these lows? The end of June, we hit about 240. If we start breaking those, guys, that's not going to be good. I'm not going to lie. That would not be good for the bulls at all. But as of now, we are holding the 180 SMA, and it does look like there's hope for the bulls still. You know what I mean, guys? So I'm going to set my alert at, let me put one at $250 per share. Mark is at or below. Let me do that now. Mark is at or below $250 per share, just in case it starts slipping under that point. And I might as well put another one at, where should I put the other one? 240. Yeah, let me do it at 240. Mark is at or below 240. There we go. Just in case we start slipping under the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart here, and we start slipping under the lows from the end of June, which again, we're at $240, 238, roughly that general range, right? So at this point, guys, it's not the end of the world. Like I said yesterday, this stock needed to pull back, and it's one of those stocks that shoots up a ton. And you guys know how Tesla trades. I mean, it has these time periods where there's a lot of momentum to the upside. It just kills it for weeks on end, sometimes months on end, and then it could, it could pull back. It could consolidate and maybe give back some of the gains more aggressively than maybe some other stocks that are more stable, if that makes any sense. So whenever you see a stock that goes up a ton, just realize it might not go all the way back down to where it was. I don't think it's going to go back to 100 anytime soon. But it could see a sizable pullback, and now we're starting to see kind of a pretty decent pullback, 15%. I mean, that's a decent chunk, especially for a company the size of Tesla. We're talking about a company that was almost $1 trillion just a couple of days ago. Market cap wise, almost $1 trillion market cap. So that's a quick breakdown here on what's going on Tesla in the first 30 minutes. Essentially, guys, to wrap it all up, the gist of it is we're just dumping right out of the gate, and there's no support to be found. Who knows? Maybe by the time you're watching this video, Tesla has consolidated, and maybe it's rebounding already. But right now at 10 a.m., 10 a.m., that's what's going on with TSLA. And look at some other names here that are going crazy. I might make a video on this on its own later, but DWAC right now, Digital World Acquisition Corp., which is Trump's SPAC that's taking Truth Social, his social media network or platform, not network, what the heck am I saying, platform, whatever you want to call it, public, you guys know what that is, and I believe they settled with the SEC. I saw some headlines. I didn't do too much research into it because I want to make a solo video on it later on today. I'll dive deeper into it, but yeah, I believe they settled yesterday. Yeah, it looks like here, Truth Social merger partner settles fraud charges with SEC over misleading investors. All right, so yeah, we'll dive into that later on today, guys, so make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I appreciate you all as always. But yeah, I mean, for this thing to be up 80%, you know there's got to be some big news, big news out. And now that I'm looking at this, hold on a second. It closed at $13 yesterday, and I think, yeah, we got the news yesterday, right? So it went from 13 to about 18 after the bell. That was a 36% move, and now it's starting to shoot up. It shot all the way to 25 bucks, almost 26. So at one point it was up almost 100 freaking percent, guys, 98% to be exact. That is freaking nutty. And now on the intraday, you guys can see we are pulling back a little bit, right? We hit 26. Now we're down to about 22.60. So we are down about 13-14% off the highs on DWAC, but we'll see. And again, we'll cover it later on today a little bit more in depth. We'll talk about what's going on there. So let's talk about some other ones very quickly, as the overall markets right now, guys, are pretty boring. We do have the VIX collapsing again. You know, is that a surprise? No, at this point. It's down another 3%. It's at 1355. We have the Dow up 0.2%. The S&P's up 0.2% as well. The Russell's at break even. We have the NASDAQ up around 0.25%. So really, at least as of now, we're only 30-40 minutes in. You got to realize that, guys. But at least as of now, things are pretty flat, and we'll see how they do transpire over the next couple of hours. And of course, we'll make more content here on the channel later on today. So let's see what other stocks are moving here very quickly before I do wrap up this video. Looks like Airbnb is gapping up this morning. It's up 2.5% right now. It is breaking out of the highs from yesterday, which is a good sign. And we're almost at 150 bucks per share on Airbnb. And the fact that we're breaking out of this channel here that we called out, not to toot my own horn, guys, but did we not call this out a couple weeks ago? Now that we're breaking out of that, the bulls are completely in charge, and we have earnings coming up. It looks like at the end of this month or early August. Let's see here, guys. Yeah, early August on the 3rd, this company is set to report. So Airbnb, guys, it's on fire. Doesn't mean, of course, that it's going to continue. This could pull back 50% for all we know. But right now, it's doing very well. Starbucks is also starting to slowly turn things around. Maybe I'll make a video on this and some other stocks that I believe are beaten down that are slowly turning around. I think Starbucks could fit that category. It looks like now it's starting to break above the moving averages. We have a golden cross, and if I zoom in a little bit here, guys, we do have a push now over 100 bucks for the first time in a couple of weeks, and we're breaking above $103, which was the high from the end of June by the looks of it. So that's a pretty good sign here on Starbucks. We broke above 100. Now we're above 103. We have earnings coming up here in the next couple of weeks. It seems like early August. Yeah, first day of August, Starbucks is set to report. So let's see what they end up doing, guys. SBUX is the ticker. My alert's at 105. If that point breaks, this could be off to the races. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, guys, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. And don't forget to get your free money from Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video. Listen, guys, all you have to do is go down below or go to StockSurfFest.com/Moomoo. Either or works. Open up your account, fund it with at least 100 bucks. You get 5 stocks right off the bat, and fund your account at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And by the way, each of those are up to 2,000 bucks. And listen to this, guys. This part of the promo promo is mind-blowing. If you fund your account at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks, again, each up to $2,000, you also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Expedia stock, which, like we just covered, Tesla stock is what, $260 per share. Expedia, let me pull it up right now. I think it's at 120, something like that. The ticker is EXP. Yeah, $119 per share. So if you want some free money, guys, and of course you want to help out the channel because it is an affiliate link, use that link down below. It's greatly appreciated. And with that being said, I'll catch you all in the next video.